We'll come back. We had like 70 people in the stream and it died. So we're back. It was not my internet. My internet was absolutely fine. So I don't know exactly what YouTube is doing, but we'll try this again. We'll give you guys a moment to hop back in. And yeah, we'll go from there for sure. So let's see if anyone comes back. It says I have 1 like, so hopefully somebody's coming. Hey, what's up? No, it wasn't me, man. My internet was working fine. My son confirmed it. It was YouTube. YouTube killed it. So welcome back, everybody. Now, in that period of time, if you guys had stuck around, what I was saying is I hate the lynch clip on this thing. So I took a minute and changed back to the wire clip. Much prefer that. It's such a thin knife that it just isn't good for a lynch clip. The lynch clip, it's thin back here, and that lynch clip sticks off so far and doesn't give it all. I do not like the lynch clip on the Mach 51 in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm too powerful for the YouTube servers. Yeah, right. So hello and welcome back to everybody. South Carolina Knife Monkey. Jim Miller, hello, channel member and moderator here for a minute. Hey, Robert. Hey, Tim. Hello, Knives Are Life. Hello, Kelly. B. Shady, Sean Schroyer, Neil Valley. Oh, Father. This is live. This is try number 2 because YouTube couldn't take my power. No, I'm just kidding. Can that pivot be? Oh, yes. Okay, so that's what we were talking about when everything died, Brian. So my point is, all of the American manufacturers I talked to told me they could not CNC mill that pivot. I talked to 2 different companies, and a third one actually didn't even bother talking to me because they sent me a message back going, and we don't think we can do that. And I'm like, okay. So the other 2, one talked to me and just said they didn't think they could do it and weren't going to try. And the other one said that they could do it, but I would have to pay to upgrade their machines $10,000. And I said, why would I upgrade your machines when you're going to turn around and do work for other people and yourself? You upgrade your machines and charge me a little bit more or something, you know? But I'm not paying to upgrade your machines. And so these companies are just very high end. Yeah, I don't know, Fred, do you think there's an American company that can even do this? Now, we'll say QSP did the pivot in an interesting way. And this is my only QSP knife, but if you look at how Concept and Kubi do it, it's a piece that has a flat bottom where it's milled out. QSP already actually milled it all the way through, so you're looking through to the titanium frame, which means that if I did, which is, I wanted to do a blue anodized version of this because you would see the blue through the holes. So far, I haven't found anybody else willing to do that because it's so intricate. Oh, gotcha, Fred. I mean, I would love to try it, dude. Yeah, Neil, I mean, we're talking a $500 knife probably, but I mean, it's a US made knife. So, yeah, I mean, I want to do an American model. I would do it. I'm not opposed to it. Look, let's just have this conversation, okay? So I was going to have a detent conversation. We can come back to that, but we'll have this conversation. The deal is, none of us, me, Devo, Ben from NAFS, Ben from Jack Wolf, we don't choose China because we're sitting here going, I hate the U.S. I'm going to go over to China and have my knife made. No. The thing is, a small company with no capital when I started, okay, a little bit now, but not a lot, can't afford to just go buy a 200, 300, 400 minimum order of, for example, a $200 knife that then we mark, or $250 that we mark up to $350, $400, whatever it is, and try to sell. And the reason for that is nobody's going to buy it because we're new. They don't even know who we are. Look, I tried to do a Chinese knife for my first knife, and nobody. No, I didn't take a nap. Please tell me it didn't die again. Oh, did that sound like your uncle? Nice. Your uncle must have been a great dude. Hey, wild man, what's up? So my point is, I did not choose China because I'm like, America sucks. I'm not. I love American-made products, but as a small company that very few people know of yet, let's face it, guys, I've sold, 2,000 knives at this point or more, 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know. Freak Show, what do you think? 3,000 knives? No, not that many. 2,500 knives, something like that. But still, there's very few people that know who I am. So can you imagine the risk it would be for me to try to put together the capital to buy a U.S. knife and then try to sell that for $400 plus, whatever it is? I'm not going to sell enough of those. I'm just not going to. So if I want to have a business to put money in my American pocket and pay my American taxes and drive my American car with American gas in it and eat my American food from Walmart down the street, I got to have a way to make that money. If that makes any sense. I've heard rumors. Freak Show says about 2,300. Thank you. That sounds about right. Thank you for doing that because I can't do math and talk on a stream at the same time. Cannot. I can barely do math when I'm doing math. Alone. Just math. All right, so I want to have a conversation with you guys, and it's about detents, okay? I got somebody saying something today. If you guys didn't watch my Boker video today, you should. There's a knife in there called the Kaihan. Matter of fact, I still have it down here. And I really like the looks of the Kaihan, okay? It's a good looking knife. It is plastic. It is D2, but it's a good looking knife. And I'm like, wow, I really like this. I like this design. But guys, I've told you again and again, there are inherent issues with bar locks. There just are. Number one, okay, it's a spring holding a knife in place. There's a bar back here. The bar moves up and down with the spring. And then on the back of the blade, there's a notch. And the notch is on the bottom here, and it engages with the bar. When it engages, oh boy, that didn't pop. Wow, okay. So that's the first problem. There's not enough spring tension on this knife. So let's do that with this one. You ready? Look at that pop. Okay. When a spring knife is done right, you have that click, and now it's clicked into that little notch. And so, yes, the notch does create. So this all comes from, yes, I do. Dead reckon Chapman Lake knives can also make your pivots. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to try at some point. But anyway, so somebody was arguing with me in my Kaihan video today that all knives, if they're a locking knife, they have a detent. And he says that this knife has a detent. And then he went on to say he's got a really good bar lock knife that he got from Temu, and he's sure it has a detent. And I'm like, credibility is gone, okay? Temu? Okay. Anyway, so he says that this is a detent. Now, first of all, what you need to know is this knife has an issue. It's got what I call slop. So in other words, there is not a tight connection between the bar and the notch on the blade. You can see it's coming out, and that tip is coming out, and this knife has an issue, okay? But I started doing some research today, and I think he's actually correct, okay? You can have, if you have a mechanical connection between the bar and the notch in the blade, that is a detent of sorts. Now we know it's a crap detent, okay? It's not like a ball bearing in a hole. It's not like a detent ramp and a ball. It's not like any of those things. It's a little notch that's meant to roll over with the spring really easily, and you can end up with stuff like this. So my point is, and again, you guys see me do this all the time. Now, this one's not going to come out all the way, but you've seen me shake out many Axis style knives. And my point is, whether you call it a detent or whether you say it's not a detent, it's an inferior method of locking and providing tension to open a knife or keep a knife closed when it's folded in your pocket, okay? It's inferior. It just is. A spring is not like a mechanical ball hole detent. It's just not. Okay, so there we go. I did get called out. I did do some research. The guy's actually, I think, right. A detent can be any number of things that are designed to mechanically hold a blade in place. This one happens to be reliant on a spring, and therefore it's crap. Okay, is that better? But I just wanted to discuss that. It's a retent. Oh my gosh, it's the most lash I've ever seen in a knife. This is, now wait a minute. Now, whoa, wait a minute. It's gone. What the blazes? Nope. Okay, it's back. That is bizarre. So it's not only that, it is intermittent. Whoo, doggy. So what's happening is this, okay, yep, it's a dirty connection. You can feel it. And so sometimes it's engaging the spring and sometimes it is not. And you can just see, look at this. When you put this into place, it's barely moving over. So to me, I just don't prefer bar locks. It's just the way it is. I would rather have a plunge lock over a bar lock, and I would rather have anything else over either. So that's just me. I mean, liner frame locks are dependent on spring tension for their... Ooh. Okay. Neil, but that's... You're talking about a leaf spring versus a coil spring or an omega spring. There's a little bit of difference there. There's a little bit of difference. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You know what I mean. Come on. I only have 3 bar locks left. Benchmade Anthem. Oh gosh, it jumped. Winterblade Factor, Winterblade Severn. That's it. It's the Factor. A bar lock? Okay, maybe a little bit. Instead of bar locks, what's your favorite budget compression lock? Would they be different? I mean, compression locks are fine, but I'm a liner lock, frame lock guy from day one. As a matter of fact, 90% liner lock. If you look at my collection, it is littered with liner locks. It is just, it's my favorite. It is. I like frame locks too. I know your blade. Everybody says, oh, I don't like them because my hand gets in the way of the blade. I get it. They like these because you can keep your hand out of the blade path. I understand that. But let me just say this, and I'm going to say this, and I've said this over and over again. If you are worried about a frame or liner lock getting you, then close your knife like this, okay? Get in here, close your knife, get out of the way, drop it, okay? If you do that, I don't understand what the problem is. So turn the knife over where it's not going to come down and get you. Do that, shake it down. You're not in the way of the path. So I don't understand what the, I don't know, button actuated liner lock is. Yeah, absolutely. Top liner lock from Vastid or anybody that does that, the Smock, any of those, the top liner lock, the compression button lock, whatever you want to call it, is the best lock. Zero zilch. There isn't anything that can touch it. It just is. I don't have a problem with it, Native Wild Man. I prefer a little bit of fidget to my knives. And a triad lock, a back lock doesn't really give me that, but it's a very secure lock, no doubt. Yep, I agree. So an example, if people don't know what that is, let's see if I can find. I don't even know. No, it's not in this case. What case is... I don't even know if I have a button actuated a top liner lock here right now. I give so much stuff away. I don't ever have anything here. Let's see. Maybe this case. Yep, there we go. So this is the Vastid. If you don't know what we're talking about, this is the Vastid raccoon. And what it has is it has a compression lock, but it is actuated by a button, okay? So very good. Has a real detent because it's got an actual liner with a spring, as Neil points out. In other words, the leaf spring. And it's got an actual detent. So it is absolutely fantastic. No problems. Tend to use your... Yeah, Native Wild Man, keep your triad, buddy. Yep. Said 51 people and 27 likes. I think we're not quite to where we were. I think we were at 35 likes when it died on the other one. Hey, James. Hello, James's mom. What's up, Cindy? I feel top liner lock is different from button actuated liner frame lock. No. That in the... Okay, Thomas. I feel top liner lock is different from button actuated liner. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Yes, it is. So this is the top liner lock. And then there's a button actuated liner or frame lock. Yes, they are different. I apologize. Those are two good ones. I enjoyed the dark bolt where the button's like in the middle like that. That was pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. I really liked the second edition of the Katuo Griffin with the button actuated liner lock. You are correct, though. Yeah, there you go, Neil. UKPK will do it. I'm a liner lock guy. What do I know? We're at 36 likes now out of 50 people. I will take it. So there you go. That's my little lecture on detents. I just, you know, the funny thing is I actually feel a little bad now because it was not being intermittent during the video. If you go watch that video, now you can see there's lash there right now, but it's not the tip is not coming out. That is weird that it is intermittent. Let's do this a couple times. And now let's try it again. There's a little more lash this time. Still no tip coming out. Yeah, that is strange. So it's coming almost all the way out now, but not. That is so weird. I wish it had been intermittent like that during the video, but it was not intermittent. It was just flopping right out. There, it's coming. It's doing it again. So I don't know. Don't like to trash knives, but that one was rough. The Cleaver lock? Interesting. I'm not familiar with that one. Yes, they do. Yeah, no, I have reviewed the Caliber, and what was the other one? The Standard? Was that the other one, Fred? The gold, shoot. Now I've just forgot the name of the company that you just said. But anyway, the Caliber, and then I think the other one was called maybe the Standard or the no, it's not the Standard. It's the shoot. Anyway, whatever the other one's called. Oh, got you. Okay. Yeah, look, when you review this many knives a year, I can't remember everything. You're probably right, Byron. It might well be debris of some sort. I don't know, man. I mean, it looks really clean. There's not a lot of lint in there. But I will say the lockup scares me. It is real. Do you see how sluggish it is? Oh gosh. So I think that's what's happening. The spring tension is not enough, or there, like you said, is some sort of debris not engaging it entirely. I don't know. Not my favorite. The other 5 Bokers have all been really good. That particular one did not hit it for me. Vosteed Raccoon Barlock. I have the spring set to the middle setting. Anytime I flick my wrist, it will fly open. I don't mind it. Sometimes that's just how I use it, but I wasn't expecting it. Wow, that's crazy. Sheesh. Yeah, see, I'd be afraid that would fly open in my pocket. Sure can, oh father, yep. Where'd I put it? Right there. By the way, while oh father brings it up, don't forget there's an Olight sale going on. There's a link in my bio, in my description, for all these cool gadgets here. Awesome, man. This Warrior Ultra is great. This is, if you didn't see my video, I did footage out in the driveway. This thing throws forever. It is fantastic, and it feels epic in the hand. And then there's the O-Clip Ultra here. And then, of course, as Mr. O'Father has asked, here is the O-Knife Duron. The Duron is made of OAL, which is apparently a alloy aluminum. Olight alloy aluminum, I think is what it stands for. Has a really decent, a good detent. When I first got it, I was thinking detent might be a little soft, but man, I think just the coating needed to break in a little bit. It is perfect now. Absolutely perfect. Really nice knife, and it is sharp, 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 for sure. I'm impressed with this knife, very much so. So you can get those over on the sale. Check them out. Spin the wheel. Yeah, I got the 50 coins today. I'm supposed to have I haven't seen the Meteor, Thomas. That's interesting. I have the Remet, the new Falcon, the whatever you call it. The new Remet Falcon. That one's supposed to be coming my way. Need to take my Cold Steel Counterpoint 1 apart and clean it. Yeah. Lots of that stuff. Olight is my #1 go-to on flashlights. Me too, John. Yep, absolutely. John Paul, that is. I want a small charging cable. Nice, Robert. I've been annoying my neighbors with the Warrior Ultra the last couple of weeks. I'm not, this is not one I would just carry for EDC, but if you want something to go walk the dog in the dark, or on the beach looking for shells, or on a campsite, or whatever you want to do outside, or if you want to keep it in your truck as a, look at that. Good gosh. Keep it in your truck or your car as a get away from me kind of light. You could definitely do that, but it's really nice. And I just think the O-Clip is a really cool design. I like these. I'll be giving this one away, and probably the Warrior at some point too. I've got so many flashlights in here right now. I don't know how many more flashlights I really need, but I don't know. I'm thinking about keeping this one because it's really nice. Carried the Giant Mouse Grand Ace Red Micarta Blackout M390. Nice, Bryant. Very cool. Cheap lights because I'm good at using them. That's fine, Native Wildman. Whatever you enjoy is what you should use, dude. No pressure from me, for sure. Put that back up. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. This is the second stream, and we're already at 24 minutes. So I'm probably close to like 45 or 50 minutes here. So I need to wrap this up and get back to having some family time. Hope you guys, the sun is almost down. Hope you guys are having a good evening. There are some streams tonight. Is Marco still in here? Marco, you still here? If you're still here, I want to say something specific. But I want to make sure you're still here first. I want an Ace Farley. Those look so good. Hey, Angel, have a good one. I'm making sure Marco's here before I sign off. See you, Kathleen. See you, Robert. Come on, Marco. Don't let me down. You got to be here. Hey, Candemir, what's up? Good to see you. Everybody hit that like button if you haven't already. Well, I don't think he's here. But I was going to say, make sure you check knifetubeschedule.com to find out who's live tonight, and that includes at 8 o'clock, Tri-State EDC. Come on, Marco. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Where are you, Marco? Come on. I'm going to give him a second. My pocket light is a police security. Nice. Nice, Bryant. I can't either. I'm waiting for a shipping notice on the downdrafts, dude. Hurry up, Kubi. Dang it, he left. Marco would usually say right there, yeah. Anessa! Woo! Hey, John, what's up, dude? Hey, Tom. Dude, I had the Warrior X Pro for like 5 years. It's a love-hate relationship because it's so bright. Right. No, and that's why, Tom, my EDC light, and if I go to the mailbox or whatever, what in the heck, is this guy. This is what I carry every day except Mondays because I don't have a blue one. I need to get a blue one. But Mondays I carry a Through Night Archer Pro in blue. But this guy is my daily light. This is the Olight Baton 4. I love the way it charges. I love the way it works. It's not so hideously bright that the neighbors hate me. This is really, really nice. This is my favorite light, period. End of story. Be Shady, thank you, my friend. All right, guys, hit that like button. Thanks for being here for sure. Guys, I've been trying to, now that work is slowing down just a little, I'm going to try to do more of these like I used to. You can tell the time is fluctuating a little bit, but I'm going to try to do more because I enjoy doing these. So be looking for them. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. Good night, everybody, and have a good one. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel. Bye-bye.